I'm super jacked. Just got back from the gym and riding my bikes. Of course, I'm pumped on ketones. But let's get right on to it. Hey, everybody around the world. Okay, here we go. Autoimmune disorder. Now, I'm going to try to do a series of videos because I'm figuring it out myself. So I've gotten a lot of thyroid people. And a lot of thyroid people are worried about, or their doctors will tell them, you need carbohydrates for the thyroid. But your body can make carbohydrates without eating a drop of carbs or sugars from gluconeogenesis. And yes, it's that word again that keeps appearing. You guys are sort of getting used to it, but maybe some are not. So your body can break down the amino acids in your muscle and your bone marrow and your skin, like areas like under the neck and right here in this area below the belly button and on your tricep, and catabolize it and make it really loose and not too fabulous, I'd say. Very catabolic. A lot of these people have adrenal overload or stage 4 adrenal fatigue because you can clearly see that they're constantly in a state of being slathered in cortisol, which creates that domino effect that I just described. Here's the thing. You guys, I don't care. I don't really look at the message boards because, to be honest, they are just like bad advice giving bad advice. Now, sometimes people do give advice, good advice, but most people are giving bad advice to each other. And it's really interesting in just a year and a half that keto has gone from here to here. It's really quite amazing, and I'm kind of stoked, even though the message boards kind of suck. A lot of them are food porn driven, and they put all these stupid recipes when really the recipe for things like bone broth and people trying to share how to get quality meats, what websites, how to get a glucometer. These are the things that really should be discussed. But let's talk about autoimmune. So there's silent symptoms that you guys aren't even aware of. And when they finally rear their ugly heads is when you finally are diagnosed. Sometimes when you do diagnostic testing, you'll come out fine with your thyroid stimulating hormone levels. You'll come out fine with other thyroid indicators. Your blood glucose might seem to be in a range that is healthy, but really, blood glucose numbers are all too high because there are so many freaking sick people that what they consider normal is really sick. So everybody's walking around. I'll do my consultations and people will try to convince me that they're good. But then they'll complain that they're not good. And I'll be like, but in my mind I'll think, but didn't you just complain about poor sleep? Didn't you just complain about really being tired at certain times of the day or not being able to get up early? Or they'll say things like, but I sleep really well. And I'll say, well, are you tired in the morning when you wake up? And they'll say, well, I mean, sometimes I'm not. And as soon as people say, sometimes I'm not, they're not answering the question. Are you tired in the morning? Yay, eller nay. That's it. That's all I want to know. You guys are not reaching REM. You're not going down into that 5th level of sleep, which is the reparative, really when you hit that reparative mode and you go in 90-minute cycles and you bob up and bob down and up and down and up and down, and somebody's walking on my ceiling, so I might have to complain. But I digress. And my manager, she watches the videos, so maybe I don't have to complain to her directly. Anyway, okay. You guys out there, you're not sleeping well. Your guts are screwed up. How do I know? Because I'll be in like the supermarket and I'll see rashes on skin. I'll see guys with shaved heads and you can see up in their scalp. It's like blotchy. Clearly the acne. You can see broken blood vessels. rosacea around this area. You can see a lot on the skin. It's actually a roadmap. So when people keep saying, I got the business, I just want more of it, I'm like, okay, you're inflamed. I can see when people are inflamed. So people are convinced that they're fine. And even if you use your glucometer and listen to me well, you still might not be clear. Even if your glucose is in a ketogenic range, under 80, under 4.4. And even if your ketones are in a range from 0.5 to 6.7, you still might have silent symptoms of autoimmune. I don't care if you eat the nuts, or if you eat the balls, or I don't care if you eat the nuts. I don't care if you eat cheese. I don't care if you drink coffee. I care about my family, and I care about good people and good energy. People out there who just still want to indulge on things that are potential allergens to the body, go knock yourself out and enjoy. Because I ain't doing it. Yep, because I'm 47 going on 48, and bam, this is the business, right? And every day the business just gets better. Yes, it does. And why does the business get better? Because I will do whatever it takes to avoid those silent symptoms of a gut dysbiosis or SIBO. We don't want a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. People have candida. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Most of you do. Yes. And candida will have you crave your caffeine and your sugars, and your chocolate is a big, huge candida, like, boof! Eat chocolate, eat chocolate, eat chocolate, eat chocolate. Yes. You have your adrenal glands. And when they start not functioning, you start not functioning. There's no such thing as a night owl, and I am repeating myself, but it's kind of like I gotta drive it home to you guys. Yes, I do. Yes. And I'll be saying more videos of the same thing, but with a new sense of urgency and a new sense of, come on, you guys. Come on. We've been lied to. Now, I've done the videos about the casein in the milk, in the cheese, the milk proteins, and even the freaking whites of the egg. You ever hear about people being allergic to eggs? Hellozies. It's the whites, primarily. The proteins in the whites. Because really, the love in an animal that you eat for nourishment is in the fat. It's in the yolk. Yes. It's in the marrow. It's in the organs. It's in the brain and the tongue and the eyes. And other cultures still eat this way because they understand the healing power of food being their medicine. And we don't. And I keep meeting people with autoimmune, thyroid, hypothyroid, hyperthyroid, Hashimoto's. Do you guys have cold hands and cold feet? Do you have dry skin, dry hair? Do you have thinning hair? Do you have, are you constipated? Do you have loose stool? Do you have signs of leaky gut? Are you malabsorptive? Do you have vitamin D deficiency? Magnesium, calcium? Well, those are like people pretty magnesium deficient because like our soil is gutted. Quite possibly. And when you drink that coffee or that caffeine that's a diuretic, you're going to piss out those minerals that are already having a hard time to get within the body and heal you. Do you have thyroid? Do you have those symptoms? Are you exhausted all the time? Do you have a hard time waking up in the morning? These are the two things you need to be concerned about, because most people have issues with their adrenals and their thyroid and their pre-diabetes. If people were to go and get a glucometer and test their blood glucose fasted, they would know. Because if your blood glucose is shooting up around the 5.6s and the millimolars for the glucose, or if you're up there over 100 on the milligrams per deciliter, you might have an autoimmune disorder. Are you hypoglycemic? Do you feel tired? Do you get shaky if you're not eating? Do you get cranky? Are you depressed? Do you have ADD? Do you have any of these mood disorders, shall we say? Get a little cranky when you watch Stephanie jump around. You might have thyroid. You might be iodine deficient, guys. You need to get the iodine in the body, because you could be doing everything right on keto, and the body and the tiredness, the body fat just doesn't go anywhere. You could be something as simple as being iodine deficient, and you wouldn't even know until you start paying attention to your body or getting tested, which still can be subjective. So you really got to see, am I tired? People go, I'm not tired. Well, if you're not tired, are you freaking wired? Do you have a job? Do you work 12 hours and you don't really drink caffeine, but you can get through your whole day and you get home and you freaking crash? But you don't ever really get that deep sleep, because you wake up in the morning and you're wired again, but then you can't think. Your cognitive skills are crappy. Why? Because your brain wants to heal between 3 to 6 a.m. in the morning. And too much cortisol is raising your blood glucose. Are you insulin resistant? Note, some fool wrote and said, you're insulin resistant. And I was like, really? Interesting. So why am I so shredded then, Mr. Know-It-All? Yes? Insulin resistance creates high glucose. And what does high glucose do? It releases insulin. And what does insulin do? It makes your fat cells grow, which I should say mine have not, Mr. I'm insulin resistant, because I'm on keto for over 5 years. You guys, learn the science. Everybody's got a damn opinion, and people freaking cyberbully like them trolls. It is gnarly, yo. People behind a computer, seriously, and everybody's getting the wrong information. Get your glucometer. Don't test the simple TSH test. Do a full thyroid panel. Make sure that you're getting iodine-rich food. You might want to stay away from things that, if you're having things on your skin, people, you might have a nightshade problem. Potatoes, peppers, friggin' like bell peppers, paprika, white potato, tomato skin. These are some of the things that are nightshades. And even if you're on keto, you might have a thyroid issue. You can't deal with the goitrogens in food. Yes. You might not be able to deal with the oxalates, the plant chemicals, and the phytic acid. Soy is another really terrible one. If you have any food sensitivities, which we all pretty much do now, go down the rabbit's hole and do your due diligence to try to understand the potentials of your autoimmune. Because you can't get into ketosis if your body's under ravage. It's going to take time. People keep reading 10 days, I'm in ketosis. No. There's a difference between being in ketosis and being fat adapted. This is fat adapted. If I go 10 hours without eating, I still am building muscle, right? I'm not catabolic. Catabolic means skinny little muscles, not bubbly muscles. And you guys have to know the difference between losing 20 pounds of body fat on keto or losing 20 pounds of water, a little bit of fat, and a hell of a lot of muscle. Get a glucometer and get your ass to bed. That's what my mama used to say. Get your ass to bed. Yes.